Beer goggles. What is a beer goggle? Well, in American culture, American non-Muslim culture, and a lot of Muslims probably already know about this anyway, there's a thing called beer goggles. And a guy's at a bar, and he's drinking, and he sees this girl, and he's thinking about looking around trying to find somebody he wants to take home for the evening. You know what I'm talking about. He sees this girl, and he's not interested in her because he doesn't find her very attractive. Then he starts drinking alcohol, and he drinks more and more alcohol. And as the alcohol starts affecting him, he gets what they call beer goggles. And all of a sudden he puts on his beer goggles, and he looks at that same girl he looked at earlier, and the drunker he gets, the prettier she looks. And before the evening's over, he goes home with her. I'm not going to say what happens, but that's beer goggles. Now, it's a silly analogy, but this person had one way of seeing the world until he intoxicated himself, and then he had a completely new way of seeing the world. Now, I want the Muslims not to wear beer goggles, but to wear 9/11 goggles. And I want 9/11 victims and families and loved ones to wear Muslim goggles and take a little look at the world. This email from a guy whose father was killed in 9/11. And he said, one thing he said to me was, unless you were there, you will never, ever understand. And if you were there, I guarantee you, you would hate all Muslims too. And you can't know because I was there and you weren't. If you're a Muslim and you hear that, what would you say to him right now? Now let's flip it the other side. I'm a Muslim. I've been oppressed and horrible things have happened to me and my family. Some loved ones have been killed by Israeli bombs. I hate all Israelis. But hold on. There's some great Israelis out there who love you, who want peace. No, you have to understand, I have been through horrible pain, and you're just going to have to understand you're not there, and I'm going to hate them all. I have to. Put on the goggles. Put on the goggles of perspective from the other person's vision. What would you say to that person? What would an Israeli tell you who loves you? What would they say to you? Anyway, something to think about. Thanks.